Good morning, everybody, to the beauty and paradise in a place on earth called Malaysia in the solar system. In my last video, sweethearts, I remember I mentioned about the biggest source of peace in life is caused from simply to stop trying to be always different. Stop trying so hard all the time. Stop trying to change things all the time, to change yourself all the time. And just to relax and be with what is for just a moment, for a second, and relax. And find inner peace with that, what exists for the moment. But in this video it's similar. I just want to mention about stopping striving, straining, forcing and struggling in life. And this applies, what I'm thinking of, to diet change and spiritual practices. The other video more or less covered the spiritual practices. Just stop trying so hard. Just make peace with how you are at the moment, or how things are at the moment, or how somebody is at the moment, and stop trying so hard to force and change things all the time. To be a particular way, to be in a particular state, like in meditation, etc. Relax, and in the relaxation and the cessation of trying to get what you want so badly, you'll find peace. Loads of people struggle and strain and stress themselves with and strive with diet. You know, I'm thinking of a raw food diet here. So many people are struggling terribly with trying to maintain or start a raw food diet. I'd like to say, yes, cooked food, especially different types of cooked food, different things can be very addictive. And that's okay, alright, that's okay. I'm not going to judge that. I'll understand it, but I'm not going to criticize it. When we really force ourselves too quickly to change when we're not ready, change, in my opinion, should be harmonious and almost fun, and somewhat exciting and enjoyable especially. If we're not enjoying our diet change, we're definitely suppressing and repressing and forcing ourselves. And this will have knock-on consequences later on. We'll binge and eat loads of the food we're not supposed to. We'll self-criticize, self-judge ourselves. Then we'll feel bad about ourselves. And then we'll try force ourselves again to go on the raw food diet or another change we're thinking of. In a way, we have to be gentle on ourselves and realize how we are at the moment. For example, I struggled for a long time to try and force myself to keep a raw food diet because I was sick, and I needed to in a way because I wouldn't digest cooked foods properly and I'd just be completely and utterly exhausted. Thought I saw a herb. But then, okay, in the last year and a half, I decided to stop. My digestion had improved due to herbs, okay. I decided to stop forcing myself and allow myself to indulge in cooked foods, and it was nearly all vegan anyway and all vegetarian. It was nearly all wheat free and mostly and nearly all soya free. So according to most people it would be an extremely healthy diet. And I had various fruit and green juices and lots of fruit too. But the ego mind, or else don't even call it the ego mind, because that's a box, or people have ideas about the idea of the ego. The nature of the human conditioned mind, let's put it that way. It will be very sort of fanatical or self-critical, or it's like all or nothing, fanaticism kind of. It's like so easy to self-criticize. So instead of self-criticizing, say, okay, like I'm being pretty good in the diet, you know, I don't have to be perfect, I don't have to compare myself to anybody, and I can do things in a slower progression, in a slower time. And you see, like what I did was I indulged everything I wanted, basically speaking. and I finally got it out of my system more or less, and now I'm able to eat raw foods like so much easier. Like I've just been eating fruits for 4 days, and Sally has been eating like cooked foods and my favorite Indian cooked foods in front of me, and I haven't particularly really been like interested or tempted. It's smidgling, like 1 or 2, 3% maybe, but maybe 2% max. I've been enjoying my fruits, okay? I've been enjoying my fruits, my friends. So this is really important. I have Facebook friends and I know other people who do this thing, okay? It's tough for them they're struggling and self-forcing. So I just want to say to you, I encourage you to go ahead and enjoy your cooked foods. Have some raw foods too. It's okay, you know, with any sort like, not even going to call that an addiction, but with any habit or addiction, like let's say cigarettes or anything, it's good to really enjoy it if you take it. If you take it, enjoy it, and don't have any guilt or self-criticism. Think and focus more also about where you'd like to see yourself in the future. For example, I'd like to see myself running quicker rather than later, and I know a fruit diet and raw foods will support me instead of overindulging in cooked foods where I tend to overeat sometimes, just lose the run of myself sometimes. And loads of people are like that. Cooked foods in a way often aren't satisfying. Whew, hot in the sun. Kind of tired making this video. I didn't eat much last night this morning, so finding the shade here, folks. So I hope this video helps. One other thing I'd like to say is, like, with destructive habits like drink or smoke, or if you're eating like just I don't know, if eating is causing, if you're overeating and eating like lots of like processed foods and it's making you feel really bad, or if you know smoking and alcohol could be bad for you, or if it has a really negative effect on you. Some people, alcohol doesn't really have much effect, you know. But the more destructive or serious it is in your life, then the more attention you might want to give to changing it. So I wouldn't really recommend indulging so much in those extremely destructive things. For example, some people flip the lid on alcohol and they go crazy and destroy everything almost. And they just have a lot of inner hurts that they have to deal with and understand emotions and their thoughts better. So that's the root cause of that. So alcohol, you have to judge yourself, okay? But regarding the raw foods, I just want everyone to be easy on themselves, be gentle, be self-accepting most of all, and self-loving. No, you're not perfect. There's a time for things. You don't have to do everything immediately. And you can implement slow, gradual changes and be really happy with that. You can reduce your cigarette take. Hypnosis is very good for cigarette. The placebo effect works amazing for like cigarettes or alcohol or anything. Imagine and pretend and try and believe as much as you can that you finished that. You're not interested in that anymore. You're no longer addicted to that. You don't physically need it anymore. Imagine yourself free and light. And actually, Bashar says then, when you live from that place of believing and feeling or knowing, you've already shifted into another dimension of version of you. And that version isn't actually physically addicted to those substances. And I believe Bashar, to be honest. Because that's the nature of so-called reality. Hey guys, I hope you're having a nice day, okay? I just want you to have an easy life. It's always going to be challenging. So it won't be like always like easy, because that's when we learn from being challenged. Hey kitty cat, good morning to you. I love you, we love you, everyone on YouTube love you. You're famous. What's your name and your address? We'll contact you. Bye. Hey everyone. Okay, well, I'll catch you later. I don't want to keep too much of your time, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making shorter videos these days, except for this little bit of a long-winded video. Alright, well, much love to you, and let me know if this video's helped. Give it a share and a like if you want. Anything else? Enjoy yourself, folks. When you let go of trying too hard, struggling, striving, stressing and straining, You just chill out, man. You just chill out and you get to enjoy life more and you act from your higher self. When you're acting in enjoyment, excitement, that's when you're in tune with your higher self. Bashar says that too. Well, he more or less told me. Might have heard it other places. So that's what I've been doing for years without even kind of realizing. I've been basically trying to do what feels good. That's my motto. Do what feels good. Follow what feels good. I won't really say something generally if it doesn't feel good. I won't post something on Facebook if it really just doesn't resonate with me and feel good. I generally won't do anything if it doesn't feel good. I won't sit there if it doesn't feel good. I'll sit over there in the sun. And I'm always basically tuning into my higher self that way, I think. So I encourage you to do that. And yeah, there you go. So you do that. Anything. Keep practicing, even in the small little moments of life, like where are you going to sit at the table or which side of the road you're going to sit across to. Alright, bye folks. Lots of love to you, okay? Take care and let's all have loving acceptance of ourselves and then we can have more of each other. An unconditional love and acceptance of ourselves and each other. Bye. Thanks for joining me.